Howdy, howdy. My name is Joseph Graham. Responding to your Upwork post, I am local to Fort Worth, and I work with home builders and construction guys all the time. So, do we use PBNs sometimes? Any home building or construction clients? Yes. Once ranked for the terms, what does it take to maintain the rankings? So, for SEO, I don't know about everybody else. I just know about me. Content and backlinks are the main things that you're paying for. Okay, after we get everything set up and established, content and backlinks. All right, so I'm gonna go into these key elements to ranking organically. Key elements. Element number one is this map listing. This anchors you in the town you desire to rank in. So, based on what I've seen so far, you're right outside of Austin. Okay, this is your GMB. I believe. Let me check. Let me just double check. Yep, this is your GMB. So this right here not only builds trust with Google, it also builds trust with potential clients, right? This is it's a very high ticket niche, right? So these custom homes are going for anywhere from two quarter million, half a million, if not more. You think they want to see more than like 4 reviews, right? If you don't have like this many clients to give you reviews, there's ways to help you get these reviews, but this is definitely something that people are going to be looking at. All right, and not only that, I look for custom home builder in Travis County, and this is what pops up. Like, you don't even rank in your own county, right? Which is ain't that big compared to. Okay, so you're right, like I said, you're right outside of Austin. So the next key element is citations. And we're going to build citations off of your GMB. So your name, address, and phone number. This is your NAP information, name, address, phone number. So not only the name, address, and phone number, but we're also going to include your website. And citations are just like this: house.com, Yelp, Manta. These are all different places where you get citations. The local chamber of commerce, if you're in there, they give you a citation. Building your Facebook page with your address and the same information, that is also a citation. And doing hundreds of these and doing more than your competitors is one of the keys to doing that. Okay, content is the words on your website. All right, it must be authoritative and relevant to searchers. Now, what does this mean? So you have services on your website. Of course, like the main one is building a house. Okay, but when I type in construction, right, Wikipedia pops up first. Why does Wikipedia pop up first? Because Wikipedia has so much content on the topic of construction, it becomes the authority on that word, that subject matter, construction. Okay? So it's no different for businesses and their services. Every service that you offer, you need to be the authority on that topic. You need to talk about it. You need to answer questions that people are asking as well. Okay? Which start becoming the authority. So when someone types in a question, they might ask Cortana or they might ask Siri a question, and you want to be the one to answer that, especially if you're local. If it's a local answer, you're going to start becoming the authority on that. Okay? That's just content. Like, we could talk about content for like hours, but I'm just so on your right here in your services, you want to kind of go into depth on the different types of homes. You just right. So let's talk. You want more than just these little um brief sections. You want to go into depth on every little thing, every little process, every little step. Okay? Details, details, details. Okay? Even if that means building more pages, because the more pages, I'm just gonna show you some of the let's just look for a drywall. I'm gonna type in drywall because I'm in Fort Worth, so it's gonna populate something. So Fort Worth Drywall Solutions, I rank that. So this is their GMB. This is also their GMB. So now I occupy 2 spots that get 90% of the traffic. So that's 100% of the traffic that I get right there. And then Yeah, so just type in drywall repair. Fort Worth. Patch boys are starting to catch up. But yeah, this is me right here. Haven't touched this thing in a long time, but it's still there. So one thing I did on this website was just build, like build pages, try to answer questions, build pages, right? Just start building content, and I keep adding stuff. Well, I haven't touched it in a while, but it's still there. But in the ranking process, you just want to keep adding content, keep answering questions, keep going into depth, right? And after this, finally backlinks, all right? Backlinks are the votes from other sites. Now, as you know, backlinks are like fuel, okay? And your website is the vehicle. Ranking on page one is the race, right? You said you rank for certain terms, but not all terms that you want to rank for. So a high quality backlink is like jet fuel or NOS, and a low quality backlink is spammy, not relative at all, no follow, and that's like your dirty 87 grade gas from like Midland, Texas. That stuff will clunk you up. It's my motorcycle broke down using that gas, so that's kind of like crappy backlinks. Okay. Now, what I was talking about in the beginning of this video is content and backlinks. All right. Quality backlinks cost a lot of money, especially if it's relevant, like somewhere in the construction, niche, and if it's a do follow. People with high quality, websites and blogs know they have those. That's why they rent them out. But the good ones cost money. And so you're asking if it's like the longevity. Yeah, as long as like instead of you can't really buy them, you have to rent out that backlink. And so we rent out these backlinks that this juice that goes towards your site. So as long as like we're renting them out, we have no problem. Most of them do it on a yearly basis. Like we might pay however much for like this year, and that's just how it goes. And like we use that juice from their site to push your site. Okay, and as far like where is it at? This right here. We can use these in the anchor text. So if we're gonna get like a guest post from a very powerful site, we'll use Horseshoe Bay Home Builder or these different keywords that you want to use. We'll use those as anchor text, but also we have to build content around these keywords. Okay, so I hope this was informational. This is like one of the longest videos I've made in a while, but these key elements right here is pretty much all we need to focus on. Okay, I do have an SEO checklist too, but these are the key elements right here. All right, bud. But yeah, definitely help you out.